And welcome back to another episode of Generation Shock, Star Wars Edition. Let's hit it.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
That's right. We're back on your screens, if you knows what I mean.
Yes, sir.
The two of us today. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go without our lovely associates, Mr. Nelly. He was caught by a Sith Lord and is captured. We are sending a rescue party after him, but unfortunately, it's not enough to send the two true saviors of the universe, myself and Messiah. So, as always, let's go ahead and introduce both of us. First up, we have the world's ugliest stormtrooper. It's my boy.
What it do is your boy Messiah. Yo, hold on. I got something for you because this is a combination of Star Wars, of my two favorite things. Check it out.
Okay.
Check out the jersey.
Okay. Oh, oh my God. That's the fucking evil empire if I've ever heard of one.
That's the combination right there, bro.
And as always, I'm your boy. I'm the monster on the mic. I'm Sheck Monster. That's right. And if you can't tell yet, you must not be your eyes must not be working, or you're not listening, right? Because it is Star Wars Day. It's May the 4th be with you. Well, we're gonna go all Star Wars all day long, and we're gonna go Spaceballs deep into it.
Ooh, I like that. I do like that one. Yeah.
Oh, without further ado,
explain Spaceballs, because most people that I talk to, most of the kids now, or young men now, don't even know the movies from those eras.
Yeah, so first of all, if you are a true Star Wars fan and you're watching this because you are a Star Wars fan and you have never heard of or never seen Spaceballs, go out and watch it. You guys remember, because I guarantee these kids remember the
Honey, I Shrunk the Kid?
No, the fake Scream movies. Remember?
Yeah, scary movies,
right?
Yeah.
So think about that. It's like Scary Movie, but it's Star Wars. Basically, it's literally a spiff. Before they did all those famous spiff movies, this was a spiff movie around Star Wars.
And then instead of being 6 foot tall, Darth Vader was short.
And he wasn't the Force; it was the Schwartz. Let the Schwartz be with you. It was very Jewish populated and everything. It was hilarious.
It was good.
Go
bro.
check
it was
out.
real funny. It was real.
And then as you can see over my shoulder here, I got my little Star Wars piggy banks hanging out. Darth Vader, a couple stormtroopers.
Yeah,
they're just out doing their thing today, chilling. Trying to take over the world.
Yeah, and this is an actual real fat head right here. This is not a fake background. This is my
Well, we all know you have a fat head. That's not the point. So don't worry about that one. All right. Anyway, so let's go ahead and let's hop into it. I do have a question, though, before we get started. And one of the reasons why we talk about this stuff is, what do you think the franchise is worth? How much money do you think it's made so far? Just curious.
I would say 100 billion.
George Lucas Star Wars is now among the highest grossing film franchises in the world, with a total worldwide box office revenue of over $10 billion. That's a lot of money.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's why Disney was willing to pay that much money for it.
And I think this all started, like, nobody really wanted to do it. It was low budget. It wasn't much money in it. Like, this wasn't supposed to be the epic thing it is now. And to see it today compared to what it was, just crazy.
Think about his imagination, right? Where it was, right? And think about how he had to modify certain cameras just to do what he wanted. And his special effects, I mean, if you look at it now, if you look at the original Star Wars, right? The first one that came out before it was called A New Hope. When you look at that and you look at the effects, you'd be like, man, and the sound effects on it. When you were a kid, well, when I was a kid, I was like, man, this is awesome. When you see it now, you'll be like, oh, okay. I mean, it's still cool, but you'll be like, oh, okay. It's so different compared to the new ones.
Well, they were revolutionary. I mean, they created some of the special effects that people use today were created just for that movie, and the people like revolutionized aspects of that part of the industry through Star Wars. It was incredible.
Yeah, I love it, bro. It's one of my favorite things. So here's a question. I forgot to research this, and I mean, today I can do fact checking. I have my phone ready to fact check. The actual term "May the 4th be with you." When did that start? Actually, I'm gonna Google that right now.
I have no idea. I mean, that's just one of those things that I probably after the first movie. You know what I mean? Like it was probably early on.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be something new. I think we just all learn about it at some point. Like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. May the 4th be with you.
The phrase dates back to at least 1979.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was probably early on. People, I mean, you think what? People just wised up to it. Like, there's Star Wars fans out there, so of course that shit's going to be popular.
That is crazy.
So.
I didn't think, but I never, I didn't hear to or come to learn that phrase until like a couple of years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's just different. If you're into Star Wars, and depending on when you get into it, I mean, you'll start to learn that stuff. But I mean, the thing that's crazy, it started with that little old movie, and now look at the franchise today.
I know.
These are all the movies and TV shows that are either out or on their way out of production. This is the craziness that the Star Wars universe has blown up into now.
Without creating multiverse.
Correct. This is just one timeline.
Yep. Without creating a multiverse, which is crazy.
And all the spin-offs and everything that it's doing and everything like that, it's getting nuts out here. Everything they got going on. And like I said, half this stuff isn't even out yet. You know what I mean? Like you look at the Ewok show, Lando, right? All this stuff isn't even out yet. This is stuff that they've already announced that's going to be out at some point.
Bro, Disney did a whole theme section in one of their parks, Galaxy Edge. And the what was it? Rise of the Resistance, that ride. It's one of the most popular rides. I haven't been on it yet, but I was told that it's an experience from the minute you start walking in to the end of the show.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been into any of the. I'll be honest, I haven't been to any of these places yet. I've never been to Harry Potter Land and shit like that. I haven't been to Marvel World. I don't know any of that stuff. Like I don't go to the theme parks like that. It's not my thing right now in life. So I have no idea about what any of that stuff's like.
That is crazy. All right, so this is the first three movies, the original first three. I like that.
OGs started it all off.
Yeah. Most people, I can't say most people that are not huge fans of the franchise or that dabble a little but doesn't know a lot, they did not know that James Earl Jones was the voice of Darth Vader.
Really? Yeah. He has been pretty much forever. And then, like you said, this is what's cool. Like these are the original poster boards. So if you look, like you said, it was just called Star Wars before they rebranded it A New Hope. It was just Star Wars. It was The Empire Strikes Back, and then it's Return of the Jedi. And this was the original posters for the original trilogies.
So I was watching this documentary on it, right? And it said that when the movie launched, right, during the premiere, people sat there and everything was silent. And then they just burst with clapping and cheering. Yeah, I said that word weird, right? Cheering.
Yeah, cheering. That's just cheering, not shearing.
Cheering. So, I mean, think about it. And then after that, it just started taking off little by little. And then word of mouth just pushed the shit out of the movie.
Yep.
Nerds everywhere just started. Now, here's the thing. I know it's May the 4th, right? And it's a Star Wars thing. But there's beef between Star Wars and Star Trek.
Oh, there always has been. Forever. Because, they're the two predominant space oddities, and they're completely, they're that's the thing though, that I guess it's always, I never understood it. Like because I like both franchises. I think they both have validity, and we know Star Wars isn't like, it's in a galaxy far, far away. So this is all going on someplace else in our universe, where Star Trek is, Earth's future. You know what I mean? So it's different. So Captain Picard, we just haven't met him yet because we're yet to get there. In Star Wars, this shit's We don't. That's the thing. We don't know. Star Wars could have happened millions of years ago, or it can happen a million years from now.
Yeah,
because it's a different galaxy. So who the fuck knows when it takes place and when it's going on? Like this, listen, George Lucas, he could have been visited by an alien, that looks like Luke Skywalker or somebody, and they told him the stories of
Chewbacca.
Well, I think it'd be a little harder to interpret him unless they had 3PO with him. Speaking of which, you want to play a little trivia?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So since we just brought up 3PO, 3PO is fluent in how many languages?
Ooh, that's a great question. Well, now we're talking about obviously Star Wars languages, right?
Well, duh.
Oh, okay.
This is Star Wars themed, is it not?
No, I'm talking about in the universe, in
Fucking
their world.
Idiot.
In their world. In their world. 306?
I thought you said you were a fan.
Well, I didn't say I was like, I know. I didn't say I was a nerd about it. What is it?
Oh, man. If we had any viewers, I would see if they know anything, but we don't have any viewers. It is over 60 million languages. I like that for a little Star Wars trivia.
That is crazy.
I got a bunch more I'm gonna ask you throughout the show. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah. Oh, good. Go ahead.
So what do you think? Let's go ahead. Let's just talk about a couple things, and then we'll just randomly go off. But I figured we talk a little bit about the iconic ships, the original ships, right? The Jedi short-range fighter, the TIE fighter, twin ion engine, the X-wing fighter, right? Some of the original ships. What did you think when you first saw these like battle vessels and everything?
I thought they were pretty cool, especially the X-wing.
Everybody loved the X-wing.
Yeah, because when it needs to go fast, it just the wings just come down.
Yeah, almost makes you think that they would have a plane like that in real life or something. You
would think, right? Ooh,
then there's this bad boy.
Falcon.
Oh, I think that's the ship that everybody wanted their entire lives. The Millennium Falcon.
It's the truck of the galaxy, man.
It's just super iconic.
Yeah.
But wait, no, hold on. I got one more. I'll show you. This is just a small list of different ships from the Empire, from the series and everything. Look at how many things get created to build this world. And they have to keep track of this shit because there's those nerds out there who know the difference. And it's like, nope, that's not accurate. Nope, ship can't be there.
And that's been because of that, right? Because of those loyal fans and those nerds out there. Making the new shows and all that, they got to make sure they're on point with their facts because they always get called out on it.
The other one I really liked was the one that Kylo Ren made. Maybe it's, I don't know if Darth Vader ever got to do it, but the Kylo Ren one, the black one with the wings that came up, kind of looked like bat ears or some shit. Yes, there it is.
Yeah.
Let me do a little zoom in on you.
There you go.
Dun, dun. I can't do the music, but that one's fucking badass.
It is badass, bro. As soon as I seen it, I immediately went to. I was at the mall and I went to the Disney store, and I'm like, I walked up. I'm like, I seen the new TIE fighter. I seen the new X-wing. And I seen that I forgot the name of that one. I know it's Kylo Ren's jet or whatever they call it. Don't quote me on that, please. I know this is supposed to be a May the 4th thing, and then they're gonna be like, "Yo, if
we had viewers right now, they'd be ripping you."
I can hear that. So, anyways, as soon as I seen it, I'm like, I want that, and I just started buying them, bro. And that's like crazy because they weren't cheap. I was like, "Fuck!" I didn't think it was gonna be this expensive. Because they're real hard metal diecast. Oh
yeah,
yeah, they are heavy too.
That's tight. That's nice.
I even have oh man, they're gonna kill me. But anyways, I got the little pod racing that she has.
Dude, you're gonna get destroyed.
The little motorcycle that she has.
So let's get you destroyed some more. Let's ask another trivia question. In Star Wars, what do they call the invisible power that binds the galaxy together?
The Force.
That is correct.
Yes.
Nice.
I got one, baby.
You got one so far. Don't worry, I got more that you'll get wrong.
How do they measure it with metachlorine levels?
Oh no, that's
almost ruined
it later on shit. Like
they almost ruined it. Even though I'm not one of those details.
Since we were talking about ships, though, let me ask you this: what is the name of Boba Fett's ship?
The Nah, I'm not even gonna try to guess this.
No,
No.
man.
What
I'd
is
be
it?
doing some giveaways right now if there were people watching, but
What is
it's
it?
called Slave One.
Slave One.
Yep. Just
I
little
didn't even
food
think
for
about
thought.
that shit.
All right,
Yeah, I didn't
you
even
want to
think
talk
about
about some lifesavers? I know you were into that.
Bro, I love my lightsabers, bro. Actually, this in Galaxy Edge, you can actually build your own lightsaber. Now, this is gonna cost you about a pretty penny, about $300 and up. But you can build your own lightsaber, and then mind you, it's gonna come with a little it's a fluorescent bulb and all that. But the sound it makes, the experience, bro. I actually seen a video, a YouTube video, on how you go to the factory, you make it, they make it seem like it's a factory. This experience is fucking crazy. You go in, they talk to you in all the terms, right? Star Wars terms and all that, and they're gonna tell you you get to pick what you want the base to be. You get to pick your crystal. You get to pick your crystal, and then you can mod them however you want. And then at the end of it, you get to just after you put it all together, they give you a little spew and all that. They tell you, they do a countdown, and then everybody at the same time just turns them on, bro. Goosebumps. And I even talking about it now, I get goosebumps.
That's your next experience.
Huh?
Well, that's your next experience then.
Hell yeah. I'm like, I immediately told the wife, I'm like, we gotta go. We gotta go to Galaxy Edge and do this shit.
Look at all the different lifesavers that are out there.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So what is this picture of? What are the I can't see the Shiva, like what are the names? I don't understand what that was.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
The picture you sent.
Oh, that one, those are the different lightsabers for different characters.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I also have them over here. Luke's, Darth Vader's, Obi-Wan, Luke,
Kylo Ren's,
Qui-Gon.
How about Darth Maul when they first seen the dual lightsaber?
That's at the bottom there.
Yeah, when you first seen that, everybody was like, that little. And that's the thing about Star Wars, right? That even a small appearance can make a big impact. Because Darth Maul was he made a few appearances throughout the whole show, but the minute he pulled out that lightsaber, everybody, not only his character looked cool, but everybody was like, "Holy shit!"
Well, here you go. These are like the original OG lifesavers, right? You got Mace Windu. I'm not going to pronounce everybody's shit, but yeah, you got all these people.
Yeah,
I'm just going to fuck some of them up, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, Darth Maul was crazy.
Yeah. So what was your favorite lightsaber then? Was it Darth Maul?
Yeah, instantly became. As soon as I seen it, Darth Maul. I even there's old pictures of me. I hope it never pops up. But there's old pictures of me that I bought contact lenses to try to look like Darth Maul.
All right, question time then. Who killed the 4 Jedi Masters? Sassy Teen, Mace Windu, Kit Fiesto, and Agen Kolar.
That's a great question. I'm not good at quizzes like this, bro.
Listen, it's not my fault. You didn't get anybody else to be on the show with us, so you have to do the question. I spent all this fucking time on these questions. Answer it.
Wait, I'm gonna answer it. I would say Boba Fett.
What?
I would say Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter.
You think Boba Fett killed all those Jedi Masters, though?
I mean, he'd snipe them from far away.
You're a fucking idiot, dude. Come on, it has to be obviously a fucking Sith Lord. Darth Sidious.
Interesting.
Jesus.
I took a wild guess.
That was wild. I will say that. All right, here's your little Kyber crystals, right? The different crystal forms a different color, right? And then what the colors kind of mean in the Star Wars world, right? So white's obedience, orange was like a strength, blue is prosperity, red is like Sith or a dark Jedi, pink is balance, yellow is a Jedi sentinel, blue is a Jedi guardian, and green's a Jedi counselor.
That's crazy.
Never knew about.
So remember, you had that's all. Like the colors, what they mean. That's new to me.
No, they definitely have meanings though.
Yeah, obviously. But now here's the thing: in the movies, in the original movies, do they talk about that? Or that's mostly like cartoons. Or remember, there's also comic books and there's also books.
Yeah. So they don't really talk about what the colors portray. They only talk about the emergence of the trial to get your crystal and how it can shape and frame what who you're to be and stuff. So they've shown the different trials and things for the crystals and everything, and how you have to go through that as a Padawan and go through that test in order to collect them. It's not just it's not where they give you the crystal. You have to go through these trials, and people fail and they don't become Jedi because of it. So it's like some real deal Holyfield shit,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's crazy. To me, red was my favorite color, so I was always I always loved red. So, and then to have Darth Maul come out with 2 red lightsabers, fire.
So let me ask you this: what is rule of 2?
The rule of 2.
You don't know shit about Star Wars.
I don't know, bro. I don't remember shit like those little small details.
Oh my gosh!
What's the
So
rule
basically,
of 2?
what it is, there can only be 2 Sith Lords at one time. You'll never have more than 2 Sith Lords
in one area.
No, period. In the universe. What do you mean area? The fuck do you mean area? You mean like, well, there's 2 of us on a ship. One of you needs to leave. The third one can't be here.
Wait a minute. Wait. So in every generation, you mean?
No, there can never be more than 2 at a time.
That's what I'm saying. In per generation.
Well, no,
or per certain amount of.
That's nothing to do with generations. There can't be more than 2 at a time.
Because
it could be a week span or a generational span, but there's only 2 at a time.
Emperor Palpatine, wasn't he a Sith?
Yes,
he became a Sith, right?
Palpatine is a Sith Lord. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
think about it though. Whenever he's there, he's only had one apprentice. It's a master and apprentice system. And remember, in order for Anakin to be able to get to the next, to become his apprentice and then become Darth Vader, he had to kill the other guy. I forget his name now. All of a sudden, my mind went blank. I think it was Darth Sidious or something like that. But he had to kill him. And remember, he told him to cut his head off, and that's when he became to the dark side. That's why, in order for him to be able to take over, and that's the thing. So there's only able to be 2 at a time. That's why everybody said Emperor Smoke wasn't real.
Smoke or Snook?
Snook, whoever, the one in the last trilogy.
The one that Kylo Ren killed.
Correct. That they say that he wasn't real because he couldn't have been. He can't be. Well, or Kylo Ren didn't take on his persona until after he killed him. Then you know what I mean? Because you can only have 2 at a time.
Well, remember when Kylo Ren killed him, and then he came back at the end of the trilogy. No, it was Emperor Palpatine that came back in the trilogy, right?
Yeah,
the new one all the way at the end. That he had all these other, but he had all these other Sith
Lords. They're the dead Sith Lords, yes, but they don't count as being real.
Well, the rumor were that Snook wasn't really there. You know, the same thing that Luke Skywalker did. Yeah, that Luke Skywalker did when he fought Kylo Ren at that sand with the red sand. Which, by the way, the scenery of Star Wars, they're fucking beautiful. That whole scene with where they're going in and all you see is the red sand, and then when Kylo Ren stops and then fights Luke Skywalker, that's one of the sick fights. And then he thinks he kills him, but Luke Skywalker was never there.
Yeah.
So people say that that Sith wasn't there when he killed him.
Next question then. Who's Luke Skywalker's most loyal friend? Which is
R2D2.
His first mate.
R2D2?
Nope.
3. What?
Chewie the Wookiee.
Luke Skywalker.
Yep. He's his most loyal friend. Doesn't mean it's his best friend. His most loyal friend and his first mate on the ship.
Really?
Yep.
I don't remember that shit.
I don't know, man. I'm just going by what the fucking shit tells me, bro. Right?
So I don't remember that.
Who built the C-3PO?
Anakin.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, it's Anakin.
All right, I had to end it with a fucking victory for you.
At least, yes, I got 2, baby, out of 6.
I got so many more I could ask you, though. It's not even funny.
Well, ask them because later on through in the comments when people watch the rest of the show, when they actually watch it because they're probably doing shit right now, they can answer them, and they can be like, "Look at this dumbass doesn't know it. These are the answers."
Oh, they're gonna rip you a fucking word.
Yeah, it's okay.
Don't worry.
It's okay. I mean, you got it last week. This week,
what age did Padme Amidala become queen?
16.
14, close.
14. Okay. Yeah.
So what is the substance that powers the lightsabers?
The crystals. I forgot what they're called. Well, you just said it earlier.
I thought they were kyber crystals, but it's saying illum crystals. So I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyway,
Well,
all right. Want to get into some memes?
yeah, let's get into some memes.
All right. Star Wars memes. All right. I just
That's the intro for the meme.
Hold on.
There you go.
Star Wars memes. All right, here we go. These are random ones I just pulled out of nowhere. So let's see if they're any good. All right, so what do we got here first? We got Anakin and Padme. We were just talking about her, and they're sitting in the grass and they're hanging out, and he's looking over at her seriously and just wants to let her know, hey, I'm going to change the world. And she's smiling and excited for the better, right? And then he just gives that, classic Anakin look of just deep, intense, look. And she's like, her face gets serious. For the better, right? Yeah, she's it ain't gonna end good for those two. Jesus, tell you what. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arms are off. I've had worse. You liar. You've got no legs. It's just a flesh wound. Do you know what this meme's from, though? Do you know the origin of this meme?
No, I don't know.
I knew you wouldn't. You don't know anything about
I know the scene, but I don't know the words.
You don't know where the words come from? The origins of these words?
Nope.
Oh, my gosh. You never seen Mighty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yeah, but I don't remember it like that.
Dude, it's the Black Knight. He's fighting him, and he cuts his arms off. Come here, I'll still fight you. You have no arms. I've had worse.
See, now I remember.
You liar, you've got no legs. It's just but a flesh wound. And he's a fucking stump trying to fight and everything, dude. Oh, my goodness.
That? I remember that in the movie.
It was freaking hilarious. Dude, I saw this. I just started thinking Mighty Python and the Holy Grail. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah. Fucking hilarious. He's like, all right, I'm done. Forget this shit. All right, here's one. Kylo Ren's thinking of his dad, looking at the helmet. I will finish what you started. Yeah, because it went, and you see Darth Vader like, well, yeah, because it went so well for me. And he's like, my wife is dead. My kids hate me. My boss is a dick. I'm burnt to a crisp. Seriously, let me know how that goes for you. You know how those people are always jealous if they try to run them up? Oh, my goodness.
Darth Vader wasn't his father.
Kylo
Ren's father is actually
I'm talking about his grandfather. He's saying
is his grandfather, because Kylo Ren's father is we know that Han Solo.
Yeah, we know that. Who said anything different?
You said father, but you didn't say grandfather.
Oh, I meant grandfather.
Okay.
Come on, bro. I'm not that naive. All right. Anyway, next slide. Let's go. Oh, I meant to save this one for last. Damn it. All right.
There you go. You said it. You did. You put it out there.
I put it out there. But I meant for this one to be last, but let's go ahead and do it. So everybody's heard of the Florida Man before, right? I know everybody's had to. So this is a picture of a kid that says Florida teen stung over 600 times after inserting his penis inside of a beehive. And then it shows a Florida Man, which is Emperor Palpatine, talking to a young Anakin, which is going to be the kid who put his dick in the beehive. And he's saying, we will watch your career with great interest. See,
why would you even, was it even a dare? Was it a TikTok video? What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. I don't be following.
Why would you do that shit?
In the hive. Oh, it's like putting your dick in a box. Jeez.
Jesus.
At least
why
that
would you even try that?
Bad. Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit.
Just thinking about it.
Craziness. All right. Guys, I can explain. You grew up with a good dad? ? Mine left me when I was so young. And then you have Luke and Leia. Our dad became a Sith Lord hours before we were born and doing horrible things. And then you have Anakin looking at him like, you guys have dads? Poor Anakin never had a father figure. So it's really not his fault.
Well, remember, they also didn't establish who her father figures were, who their father were.
Who's?
Hers.
Yeah, it was. Oh no, but we know. Yeah, we understand that, but we know that her parents left her in order to, when she was young. So because he married into Palpatine family. So we know a little bit about the parents. There was no explanation about Anakin's parents whatsoever.
Well, I'm not talking about. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
That you see what I mean? Like, we don't know who it is, but we know because we've seen in the movie that she was left and abandoned by her parents.
You're talking about Rey, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I finally thought about her name. I was like, "Fuck!"
So this was everybody during COVID, right? Social distance force choking. Kind of what I want to do to Messiah during most of our shows. Never seems to happen. I'm like,
yeah. You remember speaking of Spaceball? When
it doesn't work. Fuck. Yeah.
When he goes, when they're taking out the lightsabers, but theirs is in their ring. And he goes,
yeah.
Your Schwartz is bigger than mine.
I should have got some fucking memes from Spaceball. I didn't think of it.
Yeah, Spaceball was hilarious.
So good.
If you haven't watched it, it has good comedy in it. And watch it, bro.
That should be one of the movies we do our new segment on.
Yeah, that's right. 80. Yeah. Because we are doing a new segment. Go ahead.
All right. So here's another one. So I don't know if anybody's seen the Gremlins before, but I saw this when I was dying because everybody knows if they've seen the Gremlins, the chick gremlin that shows up in it, and they kind of resemble, Yoda in that race. So it shows the chick gremlin. It says Billie Jean, and then you see Yoda, and it says, "It's not my lover. She's just a girl." And then it shows the picture of her again, who claims him. I am the one. And then it shows Grogu, but the kid is not my son.
That's hilarious. That's good, though.
That one was really good.
Clever memes, huh?
Yeah,
I like that one.
This one's hilarious because I just think of every redneck person I've ever met in my life. Handed the most dangerous weapon in the galaxy, immediately points at face.
Yeah, could you imagine if people would just press that button?
Oh my gosh, there's memes. I didn't take them. There are memes where they show the lifesaver going through his head. So I didn't grab any of those though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. It's so funny. This one, I feel like this one was for Nelly because I feel like this is every Spanish family saying me coming home saying, "No, I'm not hungry," and then a Spanish grandmother looking with that intensity, liar.
Yeah, I know you're hungry, and then she prepares the food.
Oh,
it's not just your grandma.
Not hungry, she's preparing the damn food.
Yeah, it's not even just your grandma, your aunt, your uncles. When they go over, they feed you. Even your friend's mom, they're like, "I know you're hungry." So,
yeah.
Here's a question.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, because I'll ask it after the meme, after the memes.
So, The Force Awakens. The Force needs 5 more minutes. Poor Yoda needs to go back to sleep. Hey, man, how old was Yoda when he died?
That's a great question. Was he 600?
900.
900.
So he needs 5 more minutes. Give the guy a break.
Yeah, give him 5 more minutes.
Give him 5 more minutes,
bro. But when he fought, where was it? In the new ones, when he fought, he was jumping around. Like, look at the old man go.
Hey, man.
Even though he
wasn't the same we do.
He wasn't 900 at that age, at that time.
He was probably like
300.
No, what?
No, I'm kidding. He was
Luke Skywalker stayed alive for 300. Anakin stayed alive for 300 years.
He was 800. He was 898. 870.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, 870. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that 30 years made a huge fucking difference. I'm sure. Get the fuck out of here. This is my new toy, my Sith army knife.
A sick.
You don't get it, do you?
No.
Swiss Army knife has all the tools. I knew you didn't fucking get it. I knew you didn't get it. I'm like, dude, the symbols on it, it's so easy.
I thought there was more to it.
No, it's very basic.
Oh, okay.
Very basic memes sometimes are the best. Oh my God. You're horrible at this game. All right. Hey, I like this one too. Hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but I'm your father. So join me, maybe. If you don't do it with the theme of the song, I don't feel like you get the meme, right? So that's why I had to sing it for everybody, so it's easier to understand.
You see that little voice box that he has there? You remember when they sold that as a toy that you would wear the helmet for like Christmas? Not Christmas, for Halloween you would wear the helmet.
Merry Christmas, I'm Darth Vader, motherfuckers.
And then they give you the little voice thing that you can talk. Wasn't that cool?
I'm sure if you think so. Like,
I thought it was cool. You could sound like James Earl Jones or Mufasa. One of those two you're gonna sound like.
Yeah, I never got into those types of toys, so I mean, I don't know. That was just me. All right. I want to. So the babies are being born. This is so fucked up, and Padme is saying what she wants to have happen, and so the girl's born. And I want her to be the princess on the planet Alderaan, and then he's asking, "What about the boy?" I don't know. Make him a farmer or something. Gave two shits about the boy, but cared about the girl enough to make her a fucking princess. Jesus.
Yeah.
Just wrong. Oh, this one's funny too. This is Lannister.
Yeah. Tyrion. Tyrion
Lannister. And he says, and he has that face like, man, I got some troubles with my dad. And then Luke's like, yeah, that's cute. Do you think you have troubles? Fuck, man. You got nothing compared to me, bro.
That's crazy.
And then this is these are the different levels of things. So you got Luke, old school Luke as the Jedi. You had Hans as the pilot. And then you got Leia as the hot one. And then the newer ones, you have Rey as the Jedi. You have, I forget his name as the pilot.
Poe.
And then you had
Poe. Not Poe.
Poe.
Yeah.
And then you had the other guy. What's his name? I forgot his name. I don't remember some of these guys' names.
Shit, I did forget his name too. I'm sorry.
But he's the hot one. And then there's three things of Anakin. And you have Anakin when he's the Jedi, Anakin when he's flying, he's the pilot, and then you have Anakin on fire before he turns into Darth Vader, the hot one.
Yo, that is crazy. Yo, speaking of that, so when you watch that scene, and then it ends with just the breathing and and then they put the mask on him. Didn't that like give you like goosebumps?
Oh fuck yeah, that was like one of the best scenes. That scene made like that ending scene and going into that, I felt like made that entire trilogy damn near.
Yep.
So, your teacher took your phone, mine took my legs. As you see Darth Vader.
I like that one.
Yeah, you kids need to stop fucking complaining all the time. Shit could be worse. Oh, this is the last one. Why did Star Wars Episode 4, 5, and 6 come before 1, 2, and 3? Because in charge of planning Yoda was.
I don't know why I think that's funny, but
I knew you would. This is your type of fucking meme.
Yeah,
Simple,
that is
pathetic,
hilarious.
and stupid. But you fucking love it.
I think that was hilarious.
That's all I got for you today.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's
So, let's talk about your favorite moments. We got time, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about your favorite moments in the movies and what part of the movies made you go, holy shit. Which movie and what section?
I don't know. I mean,
or also made you go, what?
I don't know. Like I never really remember watching it in that fashion. Like the only movie I can remember, like the Sixth Sense, right? That was a movie that I watched. And I'll never forget.
The what?
The Sixth Sense.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Star Wars movies.
Can you you didn't let me finish my fucking statement. Okay. You rude motherfucker.
Go ahead.
What I was trying to say is that's the only movie that I can think of that like I remember thinking of that it was like, oh my God, Job Drawing just shocked the fuck out of me. Didn't see it coming, didn't expect it, and was like, holy shit.
I know it was.
You know, like everything else I watch, it's like not the big thing. Like for me, it's just, you know, I was more curious of what is your favorite Star Wars movie? What is your least favorite Star Wars movie? Right. And that kind of thing. Because I don't know. I mean, what surprised me, I don't know if anything necessarily, I can't think of anything that surprised me off the top of my head. I mean, everybody was, so.
Well, let me ask you this. At what age did you first see Star Wars? The first one?
I can't remember.
Episode 4.
I don't know. It was on TV at some point or something. I mean, I don't remember. I mean, the first time that it impacted me, that I actually remember watching it and thinking, "Wow, this was actually a really good movie," was like 2 years ago.
Really?
During COVID, I did a Star Wars rewatch, and because
I did too.
Yeah, I was doing the Clone Wars, and during Clone Wars, I started to get into this stuff. So I went back and watched it from like every single movie, every single piece of content that Star Wars had at the time to offer. And I was like, holy shit, collectively, this shit is fucking awesome. And how they started to do certain things into it and started like get curious about the lore and where everything came from, you know, and stuff. Like, I'm really interested in them doing a prequel to the Star Wars universe, like thousands of years, and showing the original people.
I think that's the plan, right?
I think so. But like, there was an episode of Clone Wars where they were doing that, and it was like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, I want to see the original Sith Lord and the first Jedi to go bad, and like, that's the kind of shit that I want to see.
So do you think that it would work without the names that are very popular or recognizable, like
fuck yeah,
Luke,
see, this is
Darth
the thing.
Vader?
Listen, right now there's only one franchise that I know of who's like trying to give me what I want, and that's the Harry Potter franchise. Okay. Because I've always said, like, we catch up on these stories and we're already like so far into it. Like, why not? Like, I want to see some of the back shit that sounds like it'd be fucking amazing to lead up to this point. You're literally getting a young Dumbledore, right? Like, think about that. Everybody's always like, what made Dumbledore so like Dumbledore? And you're getting that kind of shit, right? Like, I want to see them continue with the Fantastic Beasts to the point that you actually get, like, they should make movies all the way to the point where Harry Potter as a baby and what's his name? The Voldemort. Okay. That they have that clash that starts the myth of the series, right? Where everything was based on the night that they fought each other, and that's what banned him, was because of hair, and that's where he got a scar. Like, they should do movies up to that point. Like, let us see how shit started. Let us see where shit came from. Like, there's all this talks, if you watch these trilogies, about the original Jedi and how, you know, one turned to the dark side and where the rule of the two came from, right? That I talked about earlier. Like, I want to see that shit. That shit would be fucking dope. Let me see some of that in the fucking Star Wars universe.
You know, I never finished the Clone Wars.
No?
Never finished it.
It's kind of like what HBO's doing with, whatchamacallit, with Game of Thrones. They're going back. They're not going to have any of the original characters, but they're going back all the way to the original Targaryens and shit like that.
Yeah.
To let you see everything that we had talked about in the other series, you're going to go get to actually witness it become fruition. To me, that's just like that. I don't know why people don't do more of that.
See, you know with that series, I actually read the books, and the books, I fucking love them.
Yeah. So super excited about them doing that.
So like, with me, when I remember watching Star Wars on TV, right? It was, and I was just watching it, and I immediately fell in love with it. I've always been into sci-fi movies, like, and then Star Wars is one of those things that and kung fu movies, and then Godfather gangster movies, but sci-fi has always been something I love watching. So I remember watching it, and the impact of Darth Vader saying, "I'm your father," that was an impact for me. I was like, holy shit, that is crazy. When he said that to me, I thought it was crazy. Now, then I think Star Wars, to enjoy it, you got to watch them in the theaters. This is the reason why I have a rule that when a new Star Wars movies come out, I've always go to the theater to watch it. I don't go anywhere. I don't wait for it to come home to watch it. I always watch it in the theaters. For any other movie or any other show or any other series of any movie, I'll wait. Like, for example, I heard you come into town to watch the Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange movie.
Who did you hear that from?
Don't worry, I got people.
People on the inside. Yes, so I'm the thing is I will see all the Marvel movies in theaters. That's, to me, I have to experience. But there's certain Marvel movies, like, because I've gotten spoiled, Dolby Atmos to me is the greatest movie experience, period. Right?
Is it?
Like, yeah, absolutely.
I haven't been to any Dolby Atmos movie. I go see Star Wars at a regular.
You never went to the movies with me when I was going with Kenny and all of us?
Nope.
Oh,
Not
dude,
a Dolby Atmos one.
Always Dolby Atmos. Always. It's the best experience, bar none. And so, yes, this is the type of movie that is going to be altering. Like I should have done it with Spider-Man, but it was I was just got settled in. It was December, all this. I am driving this Tuesday to Orlando to go to Disney Springs just to go watch that movie.
Interesting.
2 hours. And because I'm going to go buy my tickets and I'm going to drive
if you
2
haven't
hours.
bought them, when much do you think you're going to get it?
Huh?
If you haven't bought it,
it's a fucking Tuesday. No one's going to be at the movies on a Tuesday, bro.
When does it launch?
When
When does it debut?
Tomorrow night.
Well, but you'll be surprised, man.
Dude, I looked online. I'm fine with tickets. Yeah, I looked online. But yeah, I'm going to drive all the way out there, and I'm going to go watch that movie there because I'm that excited about how.
Do you wait for the
movie's
matinees?
Huh?
Do you watch it during matinees or do you watch it during
well, when I used to live over there, I'd go on premiere nights, and now I usually watch matinees. I don't really do premiere nights.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm working and stuff. I don't really care that much. But I'd like to watch it. I'm one of those people who I want to watch the movie within the first week so I can watch all the YouTube videos on all of it. Like Moon Knight just ended. And
I was waiting for it to end so I can go watch it.
Yeah, Moon Knight just ended. So I just got done watching that today. So I'm ready for the new stuff. I'm ready for this movie to come out in a couple days. I just have to stay off the internet so I don't see any spoilers.
Well, let me ask you this. To stick to the subject of Star Wars. Have you seen the trailer for Obi-Wan?
I watched some of it. I don't love trailers because I feel like it's going to give away too much or make me anticipate something that I'm not going to get. So I'm not the biggest fan of trailers. Sometimes I just want to see it when it comes out. Like I know it's coming out. I know it's on the 27th of May. Like I know the release date, right? Like I'm just gonna wait and I'm gonna watch it when it comes out. And I'm just wanting to get to the point. I'm hoping with Disney Plus I get to the point where literally every Wednesday there's always something to watch. Because between Star Wars and Marvel doing their shows, I feel like there should always be a show out going forward. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Because if it's not like, there's how many Star Wars shows are they trying to produce? A shit ton. How many Marvel shows are they producing? A shit ton. So like I should get to the point where every week I get some new content to be able to watch and be like, that's badass.
So on this new on the Han Solo, the one with what movie is it? It was Solo. Yeah, Solo. You know the actual Chewbacca is an actual NBA player.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Could you imagine being in a role that it's gonna live forever, and you're gonna be timeless?
Yeah, that's not the case for that guy.
But I know that because Chewie is different, right? He's gonna be hidden.
I mean, look at you! I don't even know who you are. I'm the guy who's behind the mask, motherfucker. Oh, okay, cool.
But
way to go. Chewie will be in infamy forever. But that guy who plays Chewie, nobody knows two shits and gives two fuck.
But it's an honor, though. It's an honor to play it. To be
hey, man, it's an honor for the guy walking around Disney right now.
His name is on credit. I know it's true, yeah. But his name is on the credits.
Okay, you know how many people's names are on credits we don't give a fuck about?
I know.
Millions and millions of people. Like, who the fuck cares?
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
In episode 1, right, when they introduce Anakin, right, and we actually get told about the midichlorian levels. What do you think about that?
I didn't understand it at the time and everything. And so that's what made it weird. I think I don't know. I mean, it's hard to explain. Like I watched some stuff on it, the explanations of it, and they're trying to quantify it and all this stuff. But, at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know the need of what the need was for it.
Well, I think that actual movie, Luke didn't write it. I mean, George Lucas didn't write it.
Yeah.
The ones after that, that's when they started partnering up and be like, "Hey, listen, we need you to be a part of these movies." I think.
But the thing is I was told, from what I remember watching, though, even though he didn't write it, there was mention of those in other source material. They didn't just make that up themselves. I think they pulled it from some sort of source material, but it wasn't really like, it wasn't mainstream. People didn't care, but like people didn't pay attention to it. And that movie just brought light to it. Yeah. I could be wrong. So,
all right.
Yeah, I don't know. So What's the movie? Which one's your favorite? And which one's your least?
So to be honest, they're all my favorites, bro. Every one of them. I do not hate any. See, I'm not.
That's like
if
not
you
hate,
didn't realize this,
but it's like me ask you when I asked you what's your favorite Marvel movie. You have one.
Of
you
course.
don't go. I just love all the Marvel movies. I don't hate. You don't hate any of them.
With Star Wars I'm not like that with Star Wars. With Star Wars, I enjoy watching every movie. Every one of them. See, I'm not into, like, as we already realized this in the 15 minutes we've been talking about it, that I'm not into those small little details that people be like, that go crazy about, right?
It's not about that. It's just like, I mean, for instance, the Solo movie just wasn't that good.
What?
It just wasn't. It wasn't that good of a movie.
It was a good movie.
I'll think it's better once they tie more into it, which they're going to try to do, I think.
The origin of Han Solo?
I get it, but once they tie
Chewbacca?
more... I don't know. I didn't think it was all that special.
I thought that was awesome, bro.
I mean, episode 1 wasn't great.
I see what I loved about episode 1 is you get to see Darth Vader or Anakin at a young age, right? You get to see where his creative mind is and where he gets to build all these things, right? And then you get to experience the pod racing. Tell me if you have.
I don't know. It just
could you imagine watching that movie in Dolby Atmos, like you said you like to watch it? Could you imagine? I think that scene alone with the pod racing would I would love to rewatch that movie in Dolby Atmos.
That's fine. I'm just saying. I just don't think that. Like, to me, those are. I'm not saying they're bad movies. They're just my least favorite.
Yeah.
Like, I can skip over those movies at any point and be fine.
I can.
So,
I watch every one of those movies.
Episode 3 was awesome.
Yeah, because of the ending. We talked about that one.
Yeah,
right? The ending of episode 3.
So
you didn't. How about the episode 9? What did you think when they say goodbye to Princess Leia? Or
that was good. I mean, it was fine. I mean, all those movies were okay. None of them were like great. Like, out of the trilogy, like if you take the trilogies and you break them down to trilogies, that was the worst trilogy of them all. Even though the first episode 1 was probably the worst movie of those 9.
Okay.
Still, those were the worst. That was the worst trilogy of the series. Yeah, absolutely.
The last 3?
Yeah. Yeah.
No way.
They were literally just remakes and repeats of what we already did. The storylines were identical to the originals.
Yeah. It's just a newer, almost like a newer generation and a new
new people and new stuff, but it was, it wasn't.
But tell me how you didn't when they at the end, right? When they're saying goodbye to Carrie Fisher, or when they're saying goodbye to her, because we know and everybody knows that she died, it didn't feel real.
No, I'm not. I get it. I'm not saying that, but it just still the movies had lack of substance. What did they? I mean, honestly, what did they do to build the world? What kind of world building did they give you?
They gave you.
That's my point. You're sitting here thinking about it.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I'm trying to.
You think about the first. Think about the original 3, right? What world built? Well, they built the world of Star Wars. If you're talking about the original 3, right? So we'll take that out of the question, right? Okay, we'll skip over that. Then go back to the prequels, right? That trilogy. What world building did they did for you? That's it. But they did. They built a world around showing you Anakin developing and what led him to become Darth Vader.
Yes.
And we had the mystery. Maybe it wasn't a mystery for everybody else, but I didn't know through watching those movies that Palpatine was the Sith Lord. Right?
Okay.
Like, I didn't know, like, that's how it came about and everything. And so that, like, they had sides.
In episode 6, or the original third one, you couldn't tell that was Palpatine when he's talking to Darth Vader.
What I'm saying is, I didn't realize that the guy that this Palpatine in the first 3 was going to become the Sith, the Sith Lord and the ruler of the Empire, right? And like, dude, you talk about goosebumps of the like. when he's there and it's like he's talking about the new galactic empire, dude, that shit gave me goosebumps, you know, and shit. So like there was world building around that. Like it built a part of the story.
Well, they did the same thing with Rey.
But what
they built her story and then
left.
But
what does she have to do with the universe? Like there's really nothing.
She was the last surviving Jedi. Like she was the last one. Like
not really.
She was the next Luke Skywalker. She was that.
I get it, but there was no need to build that. Like I don't know. There's no story building because okay, we get it. Like you come from parents who left you on this farmer planet. Cool. So was Luke, right? Like I mean. We get like it was the same fucking story. They just redid it. And so that way, what they did is instead of it being a Jedi, right, who brought balance to the universe, now it's going to be, or it was I should say like this, instead of it being the child of a Jedi who brings balance to the Force, now it has to be the child of a Sith Lord in order to bring balance to the Force because you already had a Jedi's relative, so now you have to have it was just, I don't know.
Well, remember they also led you to believe that Jedis are also out there.
Correct.
At a young age, because at that kid at the end when he's
there are, you know why, right?
Yeah. No.
Well, because you know what makes it that you can't kill off the Jedi. You can only stop them from being trained in the art of a Jedi. Like the people are still going to be born with the midichlorians in them. So you can't take away the Force. The Force is still there. The only thing you can really do is take away the people who train them in the Force. So, of course, they're out there. The difference is nobody was out there looking for them to train them anymore, which is what that was supposed to be bringing back. Was now maybe they're going to go and try to create another Jedi temple because Luke tried to do that after movie 6, and that's where everything failed with him and Ben or Ren and all that shit. Ben Kenobi. Or Ben Solo, sorry.
Yeah, tell me how they didn't how they went dark when Anakin went in there and killed.
Yeah. You know what I wish they would have done? I wish they would have went more into the evil Rey. Right? When you saw her go into like her city, her fucking
when she sees the reflections of
you take something, you take me to a spin of that. Now that maybe you'll build a story because that would have been interesting.
Well, remember she also converted Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
to good.
Correct.
So maybe that was
just
purpose.
I don't know. It was just like I said. It was just too basic because like literally you got a story about a guy who was brought up in good who decides to be evil. Or his ancestry of good, so he decides to be evil, and then you have a girl whose ancestry was evil decides to be good, and it's like, oh yes, you can choose your own fucking destiny. Big fucking deal. Move on with your fucking life. Anyway, that's about all the time we got for today. Anyway.
Yeah. Any FOH on
No.
On Star Wars?
No, not really. I didn't really get to that point.
Yeah, we'll leave a FOH out this time.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all Padawans. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll be back and we'll be better than ever next week. Nelly should be a part of it at that time, and we'll have some new interesting topics to cover. So I can't wait. And we may be starting a new segment soon, so that will be exciting too. All right. Anything you want to add before we go?
No, just thank you guys. You're such